Well, look who decided to show up. Just as I started this video, Kat decided to jump up and join me. Although I've kind of had the camera pointed down on the off chance that she did decide to join me, so... Yeah, this is Gooby here. I probably should have said that at the beginning, but rules. Just a quick little information update on what's been happening. So it is Sunday the 16th, and it is currently 1:20 a.m. in the morning, because I'm smart. And you guys might have noticed, I did put a little post on Twitter, but I didn't post it on YouTube or anything. You guys might have noticed I didn't stream this week. And it wasn't because I didn't want to. It was for a couple of reasons. 1, Dolan's sleeping pattern. 2, my laptop. The battery died. I don't know what's happened. Basically what happened was, I noticed this, well, it's probably a few months ago now that I think about it, but what happened was if the charger wasn't plugged in, and sometimes if the battery was on like 30%, it would turn itself off. And then it was just a simple, oh, you just turn it back on. But now, and the reason why I took it in for repair is because it does it when it's on full charge. So it's fully charged. It'll probably work for about 15 minutes or something. If you're lucky, if you get it for 15 minutes. And then it doesn't matter what you're doing, it'll just black screen. And sometimes it turns itself off, other times it just black screens, and which I have to actually shut it down myself. And that was happening for a couple of days, so then I took it into Apple for a repair, where they replaced the battery because it said it needed a new battery. And I got it back a couple of days ago. Practically spent what little money I had left for the repairs, and it's still buggy. So I can't just if Dolan's asleep in bed, I can't just take the computer downstairs and stream. The only working computer I have is this one right in front of me. And Cat. Cute. It's cute sometimes. So I'm kind of in a little bit of a pickle. If Dolan's asleep at the time that I would usually stream, then I just can't stream. There's nothing I can do about it. And the same with voice chat as well. If I've only got one working computer, what am I supposed to do? I'm not happy about it. I've actually taken it in for I'm taking it in for another look over on Tuesday, hoping that they actually do, have a proper look at it. And just, the battery has been replaced, so it's not the battery. It's not charged because it probably hasn't even been below 80% charge since this whole debacle started. I was actually using it before and it lasted about half an hour, so might have been 45 minutes. You guys should see this face, she's being so cute. So that's one thing. Now the other thing is tomorrow, and I've actually got a couple of pictures here on my screen to represent, I'm competing in a Madman competition being held at, I think it's, well, my time is about 1:30 p.m. It might be live streamed, it might be edited and put online later. But it's sort of like an Iron Chef thing where you get given a topic or a prompt and then you draw it and you get given 40 minutes to do it. I don't know if it's digital or traditional, but I'm not expecting to win or anything. I mean, I'm not going into this competition to win. I'm just doing it for fun. Because it's not every day you get asked, hey, we're holding a mini drawing competition in Melbourne. We are looking for Melbourne-based artists. Okay, sign me up. I'm in Melbourne. I'm a artist. Well, I don't know. I suppose I am, but it just feels weird saying that word, because artist to me is like those people that can do super duper realistic pictures and just people stare at it all in awe. I'm not too sure if people stare at my pictures in awe. That's not my aim or anything. I just want people to look at it for a second and be like, huh. My aim with my drawing has always been to, get people to have a look at it for a second and, just have a bit of a look like, I like what you've done there, or that's interesting, sort of thing. It's never been about being the best. Oh, it might have been at one point, but it's not anymore. it's just about slowly improving on my own. So these two pictures that you see of the Goobies, just got to make sure I'm pointing the right way. The one above me, I think, is the prepared pose, like I'm ready to fight, and the one over there is in the off chance that I win, so that's my victory pose. Are you seriously going to knock down that Meowth necklace, Jaina? You've already knocked down my water bottle. Cannot do this with a cat, but I thought it might be cute. That's why I decided to record anyway. I'll admit I kind of waited until she jumped up before I recorded because I kind of didn't want her to be in the video. Alright, do I have to put this over here, Jaina, so that you'll come over here? Gosh, she gets distracted so easily. But yeah, so that's Bad Computer Contest. And just one other thing I want to go over very quickly. It's only a short video. You guys might have seen me posting recently a few things about opening up my Patreon. Well, that's pretty much a thing now. I have a few people that have already signed up, and I'm very thankful for them. But you see, the thing is, if you want to make a living from your, from what you love, from your art, it's much trickier than it is. I'm positive that there's actually quite a few people that are doing it, and there are others that are, can barely just make enough rent, and they're fine with that. My idea has always been to, eventually live off my art, and it's either I go nuts doing a million commissions, or I try to find other ways to potentially fund myself so that I can do, all those commissions and not feel overwhelmed or anything. It's just a nice little pick-me-up, just a little, push me on my way, just, help me out a little bit while I'm attempting this. See, the thing is, I've actually had a job, per se, working for my, my parents. I love them dearly, but they can't exactly, afford to, I'm not going to say names or anything like that, but they can't really afford to pay people properly, so I've kind of been volunteering for pretty much the last, I don't know how long I've been working there. I do get paid occasionally, but it's not like a set wage or anything, so I'm barely getting by. I mean, I get enough for the month, but it'd be nice to not spoil myself, but just have enough so that I don't need to worry too much. I mean, my ultimate aim with my art is to eventually be, not trying to, sound too outlandish or anything, but my idea is to eventually make enough so that I can help support other artists out there that are, struggling to get their feet off the ground or, get themselves out there. I see so many artists that, they're really talented, but for some reason their stuff is rarely seen, and I don't know why that is. But you see a lot of them, trying Patreon, and some succeed, some don't. I don't know what my case is yet. I mean, I've got some very, got some really nice people that have joined up, which I, appreciate to the moon and back, but it's not really enough to, say I don't need to find another job, because it's not that I don't want another job, it's that it's a little bit tricky for me with my chronic fatigue, and even then it's kind of hard to draw as well, but I have passion for drawing, and that's why I do it. It only really feels like a job if I'm having a bad day. Drawing has, its freedom, and what I have in the background here, just, cycling, are commissions that I've, done this year, in the past. I've actually done more commissions over my years as an artist, but I was under a different name, and it's not that there was nothing bad with that person, it's just that, it kind of, well, being Dolan's wife, it's, all these privacy issues, and unfortunately on my old artist page, I wasn't exactly private about things, so there's a lot of information out there that I don't really want seen. So I've kind of been trading art under Gooby, but I was trading under another name for quite a while. I still kind of trade under that other name, but you know, no one really knows about it. But yeah, so that was just a mini thing. I should probably, you know, see if I, you know, say too much first before I actually put this out. But yeah, so as you can see in the back of drawings that I've done for other people, it's, you know, it's my style, it's what I do. If you'd like a drawing, you can either, and that's the other thing as well, you know, those really nice stream donations that I've been getting recently? I haven't been paid from YouTube since whatever last month was, September. I haven't been paid since July. I never got my August payment. So, all those generous donations that I got, nothing. So, it'd be really nice if YouTube could, you know, I mean, it's not like millions of dollars or anything like that, but, you know, it'd be nice just to have because medical, basic needs, food, and all that. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I had to say. Just a quick update on what's happening. My computer's still crap, unfortunately, so can't guarantee, you know, a stream unless Stolen and I happen to be awake at the same time. So I'm hoping to stream Monday, but I can't promise yet. Thank you so much for, you know, taking some time to watch this. Probably putting myself out there a little bit, but we'll see. I want to be honest. I want to, you know, be truthful, and I want to sort of make it feel as if, you know, not hide behind all this fancy editing. I mean, yeah, it would probably make my videos look really cool, but part of it is one, I'm lazy. Two, I like this sort of, you know, casual sort of thing. I think I've seen a few comments saying that they like the casual thing as well. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Thank you for watching this, and if you do consider helping me on Patreon, I would be eternally grateful. But it's not one of those, you know, if I do end up funding enough on Patreon, it's not like I'm just going to quit other streaming cold turkey. I'm just going to, you know, have to find a better balance, and I can because, hey, I'll be able to afford it. That'll be nice. So I'm going to finish this here, rewatch, make sure it's not too cringe, and we'll see where we go from here. I'm hoping to see you guys on Monday or Tuesday this week for a stream. We'll just see what happens. Thank you for watching, and I will hopefully see you guys around. Thank you.